Grab your tea and buckle up, because it looks like Diddy is spiraling and the streets are whispering panic mode, activated ever since Katt Williams came for his neck and came with receipts.
All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed.
Ever since we heard Katt on that Shay Shay interview, Diddy has been in panic mode because he knows very well what happened with all those young artists who Diddy had a hold on. Finally, we can say that Diddy's house of cards is crumbling and Katt Williams is holding the fan. If 2024 had a theme, it would be Judgment Day for Hollywood's untouchables. And standing front and center in the hot seat, Sean Diddy Combs. We're talking federal raids, lawsuits stacked like Jenga blocks, and the kind of accusations that would make a soap opera writer go, too much. And while Diddy's camp is screaming witch hunt, people like Katt Williams are out here saying, told y'all so. But let's rewind and take a look at what Katt claimed even before the raids happened. Before Homeland Security even kicked down Diddy's doors in LA and Miami, Katt had already been out here dropping low-key exposés in his comedy specials and interviews. He said he had to turn down money-making opportunities and skip out on certain exclusive Diddy parties to keep his integrity intact. And let's be honest, if Katt Williams, a man who wore a permed out silk press in 2007, won't go to your party, what kind of freak show are we talking about? And then came the reports of 10,000 bottles of baby oil allegedly seized during the raids. 10,000 bottles. That's not a red flag. That's a 6-lane highway of red flags. Katt made sure to highlight this during a recent stand-up set and said it was used at what he called freak off parties. According to him, these weren't your average industry mixers. These were straight up rituals where young talent allegedly got initiated. And yes, this is still speculation, but the timing of it all, suspicious. But was Diddy really pimping young artists? The streets think so.
Yeah. That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called.
Puff and Usher did have a situation. And that situation led Usher to the hospital. Now, I'll let Usher explain that to y'all.
I have been holding back tears watching all of the Justin Bieber clips that have been floating around. I've watched every single one of them. Yeah. Every single one. And boy, they all look disgusting. They all look nasty.
Really.
With all these lawsuits and whispered stories floating around, folks are starting to piece things together, and the picture ain't looking cute. A growing theory online says Diddy may have been using his position in the industry to lure in young rappers, get them dependent, and then exploit them. To be clear, nothing has been proven in court, but when multiple people start describing the same shady scenes, you gotta wonder, how many coincidences before it becomes a pattern? Some fans believe these parties were a kind of audition, not for record deals, but for submission. Think about it. Fame-hungry newcomers, isolated from family, desperate to impress Diddy, one of the biggest names in hip-hop. It's a dangerous cocktail. And based on what Katt implied, some of these men were being groomed to play along or get blackballed. It's give and pimp, but make it corporate, and most likely more than just that. And you know what we're trying to say. But ever since the Diddy raids hit the headlines, the energy around him has shifted fast. Big brands are backing away, and some of his celebrity friends are going silent. Akon, Meek Mill, even Usher, folks who've been spotted at his infamous white parties before, are keeping their distance. Some even went on quiet Instagram purges. You'd think with Diddy's money and influence, he'd be untouchable, but that's what makes this so wild. Katt warned that 2024 would be the year the veil lifts, and now it's like the industry is in free fall. But here's the big thing to keep in mind though. Katt isn't a journalist. He's not a prosecutor. He's a comedian. But what makes him dangerous is that he's been around these people for decades and he's got nothing to lose. He's not chasing clout, he's exposing it. And he's not just naming Diddy, he's painting a picture of a whole industry rotten at the core, where rich men throw wild parties and young, hungry artists are pressured to participate or disappear. He even said in a show, they invite you, they fly you out, and if you say no, your phone stops ringing. That sounds eerily familiar for some of these rappers who popped off and then mysteriously faded. So let's break it down. We got federal raids, we got trafficking accusations, multiple, and we got parties with freaky themes, baby oil, and drug use. Did Katt Williams call all this out before it went public? Yes, he did. And now we're hearing whispers of young rappers being used and discarded and growing louder. We can't say what's fact and what's fiction yet, but the optics are wild. And the public is starting to treat Katt Williams like a prophet in a perm. So what happens next? Well, Diddy's lawyers are working overtime to spin this as a smear campaign. They're reminding everyone that no charges have been filed. But let's be real, reputation damage is already done. And if even a fraction of these allegations turn out to be true, it's game over. Meanwhile, Katt Williams is sitting pretty. He's untouchable, vindicated, and he's sipping his tea while the industry burns. But what do you think? Do you think Diddy is really out here pimping young talent, or is this all smoke and mirrors? And does Katt Williams have a gift of prophecy, or is he just connecting dots the rest of us refuse to see? Let us know your thoughts on Diddy, and if you also think that he really did all those nasty things that people are accusing him of.